Hello and welcome to Reasonable. In today's video, we will try to find out if it is true that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has claimed that COVID-19 was ethnically targeted, or if his words have been misconstrued. Robert F. Kennedy's last name may ring bells, as he is part of the famous Kennedy family, a nephew of the late U.S. President John F. Kennedy. Robert Francis Kennedy Jr., also known as RFK Jr., is an American environmental lawyer, politician, and writer. Since 2005, he has promoted the idea of a link between vaccines and autism, and he is founder and chairman of Children's Health Defense, a group described as an anti-vaccine advocacy group by the New York Times and AP News. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Kennedy emerged as one of the leading critics of the COVID-19 vaccine. Much of Kennedy's public health criticisms and writings have targeted prominent figures such as Anthony Fauci, Bill Gates, and Joe Biden. He has also written several books including The Real Anthony Fauci in 2021 and A Letter to Liberals in 2022. In recent times, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has put himself forward as a presidential candidate for the U.S. presidential election of 2024, challenging incumbent President Joe Biden for the Democratic Party nomination. That being said, there has been a lot of controversy around a video of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. published in July 2023. In this video, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. supposedly makes the claim that COVID-19 was ethnically targeted, leading to criticism from many fellow politicians and media outlets. In fact, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. was even questioned about this exact statement in a testimony to Congress on the 20th of July 2023. Now let's find out what Robert F. Kennedy Jr. said. The video was published by the New York Post in July 2023, and it shows Robert F. Kennedy Jr. sitting at a dinner table and addressing a few other people next to him and opposite to him on the 11th of July 2023. In this video, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. talks about bioweapons, and he claims that the American government and Chinese government have invested large amounts of capital in developing ethnic bioweapons. He then brings up COVID-19 in the context of ethnic bioweapons. His exact words about COVID-19 in this video are the following. COVID-19. There is an argument that it is ethnically targeted. COVID-19 attacks certain races disproportionately. COVID-19 is targeted to attack Caucasians and Black people. The people who are most immune are Ashkenazi Jews and Chinese. We don't know whether it was deliberately targeted or not, but there are papers out there that show the racial and ethnic differential impact. Now, let's unpack what he exactly said. First of all, technically he did not say that COVID-19 is ethnically targeted, but he said that there is an argument to be made that it is. However, after saying that there is an argument that COVID-19 was ethnically targeted, he states that COVID-19 is actually targeted to attack Caucasians and Black people, and that the people who are most immune are Ashkenazi Jews and Chinese. So this part of his statement implies that he does believe COVID-19 is actually targeted to attack a certain ethnic group. Then he follows up with the following. We don't know whether it was deliberately targeted or not, but there are papers out there that show the racial and ethnic differential impact. This is where it gets a little confusing for listeners and viewers of the video. He now kind of pulls back from his earlier statement and does not use the word targeted, but describes it as ethnic differential impact. It may seem as a small detail, but the word targeted is usually used in the context of a deliberate action by a person, organization, or government. In contrast, ethnic differential impact does not necessarily imply a deliberate action by a person, organization, or government. So what can we conclude? Did Robert F. Kennedy Jr. really state that COVID-19 has been ethnically targeted? The answer is yes and no. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. uses different types of language to get his point across in the video recorded on the 11th of July 2023. When we analyze his wording in the video, it is unclear to us what his exact position on this issue is. At first, he seems to suggest that there is an argument to be made that COVID-19 was ethnically targeted. Then he kind of confirms that he thinks it is, and then he follows up by saying that we don't know whether it was deliberately targeted or not, but there are papers out there that show the racial and ethnic differential impact. Furthermore, we must also take into account that he talked about COVID-19 in the context of ethnic bioweapons supposedly being developed by the American and Chinese government. Anyway, you can watch the video on the YouTube channel of the New York Post and make up your own mind about his statement. Thanks for watching this video. Let us know what you think of our analysis in the comment section, and make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos and updates.